Okay, so I thought I'd do a real quick video on the suspension pieces for the 51. I don't have the tie rods in yet, the steering mechanism. I'm still kind of cleaning those up and working on those. 90% of my work on this thing was just scraping 70 years of mud and muck and everything else off the frame and off these individual parts. I took everything off the frame, right down to the frame. I took all these cross member pieces off, took the sway bar off. This big giant sucker here I took off. That was actually a little bit of a pain because it has guide pins that I kind of had to line up just right, and you can actually see the frame flex a little bit, so that's really important to get those guide pins back in where they were at. Really all I did was replace the rubber, replace the grease seals here on the top side of the pivot arm, and then on the bottom side, this A-frame or A-arm up underneath here. New tie rod or the new sway bar linkages. Just bought the whole things. They were pretty cheap. Bought this is new. The one that was here was just absolutely destroyed. I left this old one on here because they're still pliable and they have some life left in them. So try to save some money where I can save some money. Yeah, I don't have any grease fittings in anywhere yet. I just bought a whole box of new ones. I wasn't gonna mess with the old ones, honestly. Just popped them out. Yeah, after the cleaning was done, this was a pretty easy job. Probably a day's work, maybe, to get all this stuff back in. The spring was a hard part. Just the old cargo strap trick because my spring compressors don't work for the ones that I have with this application. So cargo strap worked pretty well and a jack, but it went together pretty easy. Like I said, really no problems, no issues, pretty basic stuff, but I'm excited to get this part of it done and move on to getting the steering together, and probably going to move on to the brakes after that. The engine should be done, or at least to the shop next week is what I'm looking for. Mr. Perkins is going to do the engine work for me. And these are my rims from my 47, freshly painted. I'm just waiting for the white walls to get on them. But anyways, just a short video to show you what we guys did with the suspension. And I'm excited to get this part done and move on to something else. Just coming along. All right, see ya.